question for you, babe. If it ain't love, why does it feel so good? Why does it feel so good?
Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Clash Royale episode. So, today we have a very special and unique challenge that has recently been released into the game. It is the Double Elixir and Draft Challenge. Well, Double Elixir Draft Challenge, however you want to term it, really, guys. It's up to you. But today I'm going to be giving you all a few tips in drafting in general and how to actually win or succeed at this new challenge. Now, a few of you out there have asked me today, and even since yesterday really, just to make a little video giving some tips, and that's what I'm going to do today. So, here are some basic tips that you really should take into consideration in draft. When you're drafting cards that aren't really useful all the time, you'll actually find some great value for them. Some of these cards could include, let's say, a rocket, especially for this challenge where it's double elixir and not everyone has the same cards because everyone's supposed to have one card, well, one of each card really, unlike in the stack card challenges with the Horde Rider, the Prince, Valkyrie, where everyone just had two and sometimes three. All kind of weird stuff really went on there. But yeah, stuff like rocket that are really heavy in general will shine, trust me. They will just cover your back so much because the rate the elixir generates back in this game mode, it's brutal, guys. It is brutal. So rocket can just help you clear away those really strong pushes if you got good rocket accuracy, unlike me. Guys, I suck at using rocket, really. I'm still getting used to it because rocket is barely used by me. I barely pick up that card, much less poke it with a stick that's, let's say, 30 feet long. Yeah, rocket is not my favorite card in the game, although I know how to use it a little bit. I just don't use it often, that's all. So, Inferno Tower is also a good call. Furnace is alright as always, but if you already gave your opponent something like the Executioner or a Bowler, I would really advise against it. Try to find something like maybe a Poison or something again. Yes, the Poison is a really great card because it just smothers everything here and it can be really helpful in tricky situations. So if you can just use certain cards like just to defend really, especially when you have the rocket like I mentioned before, being able to help you out a lot, you can actually just rocket cycle some people. And it might sound really cheesy to do, but honestly that is a strategy by itself, and I will not look down on anyone who does it except if they fight me and I just lose really bitterly. I'm just kidding, guys, you can do that if you want, but yeah, it's all fun and games here until someone gets hurt by rocket cycle. Anyways, what you'll notice that I'm doing here is just playing defense really, and I'm just poisoning everything because if you look at my hand here, I don't have a push. So I've really looked over my cards and I've determined I'm just gonna poison this game out. That is literally my strategy for the game. Just defend, and defend. Did I forget to mention I'm gonna defend? Yeah, that's my specialty really. I'm kidding, guys. I'm good at defending, but I'm not the best. Don't let that fool you ever. But yeah, I'm just gonna poison this game out because he can fireball me out really, and with all those big tanks it's pretty scary, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, on to the next tip. The next tip that I would say for draft would be picking cards that could combo really well. Also look at this Cross Inferno here, that's really sick to see. I've done it a few times. Eventually I'll show it on my main account, well, for ladder play. But yeah, back to the point what I was trying to make here. Yeah, pick cards that could synergize really well. Some basic cards that synergize well, maybe Horde Rider and Goblin Gang, Horde Rider, Ice Golem, or Giant Poison. But some really great cards, guys. Some really good cards. Tornado, Executioner, Wizard, Tornado, what else, guys? Battle Ram. Don't even get me started on Battle Ram, guys. I love Battle Ram and I've been using it in 2v2. It has been epic. And even recently, I submitted a deck to Clash with Ash and he actually loved one of my decks. That was just crazy, guys. I actually confirmed which version it was. It was the one with the Miner and Poison and Valkyrie, not the one with the Graveyard. But yeah, it's just a really fun deck overall. Valkyrie is another great card. You can't go wrong with Valkyrie, guys. She just does a lot of work and she opens up a lot of possibilities for defense. Look at this, I poisoned the tower there and pulled the wizard into it. That was nice. But yeah, all those cards work good. Baby Dragon Balloon, if you got maybe, what else guys, oh my god, I'm forgetting everything here. Knight and Dart Goblin, Minor Dart Goblin, Minor Goblin Gang, or maybe something like Princess and Dart Goblin. If you can get both of those and your opponent only has one log and you got the skills to do it, you can play pretty tricky and just outsmart your opponent to beat out the log, whichever situation you need it to be used, and just use the other card to suit. That actually works out pretty well. And let's move on to the third point. What am I saying, guys? I'm just really mixing up my words today. So the third point that I'd like to just get across to you all is taking counters. Now let's say you gave your opponent minions, or minion horde maybe, and the next card is arrows or zap. Obviously guys, I really think you should take the arrows just to be safe. You never know what could come. Even though zap is really helpful, I love zap, it's one of my favorite cards. Take the arrows to be safe, guys. You gotta be sure. And let's say like my opponent here, he took 3 musketeers and look what he gave me. He gave me a freaking fireball. Like, why would you do that? Actually, I think I took the fireball to be safe. Yeah, fireball is another great card, and Elixir Wizard as well. Do not pick clone, guys. Even if you have Sparky, Giant Skeleton, I don't care what the hell it is. Do not, for crying out loud, do not pick the clone if you don't have a better choice. Trust me, the clone spell will screw you over if you can't find those precise moments when it's really necessary. So yeah, my opponent here is just gonna be using those 3 musketeers really aggressively, and I'm just gonna use an aggressive Expo. Expo is great on defense, guys. It is sick on defense. Trust me, you can just put that shit down there and it is going to tear through anything that walks onto your side of the map. If you can keep it protected long enough, it will tear through millions of things for you. As long as it has even a sliver of health, it will just do lots of work. So defensive Expo and aggressive Expo as well. Like if you could just cycle Expos and have one Expo defend the other one, that's really epic, guys. Just try it out. It can work out pretty well. If you're taking 3 musketeers, make sure you take the lightning spell if possible, or fireball, especially the fireball. Really, lightning spell is great, but depending on the situation, I'd actually choose rocket maybe, or fireball. So yeah, just watch out for those little choices there that you can make, and things might work out pretty nicely. Now look at this. I knew he was gonna drop those minions on the wizard there, and look at this. I clone skipped and saved the wizard, and now I just opened up a whole kind of overpass on this guy here. He is seeing a lot of trouble here, and I got the Golemites tanking for the musketeer, and that's pretty much a tower down. So I'm not even going to waste the Expo on the other side. I could just fireball that tower if I need to, and I'm gonna get straight to work on the left tower. Ewis on top of the Expo there just to save it, some little HP there, and get straight back to work. Just look at that. The Expo and Ewis just tore through that tower just like it's nothing, bringing it to really low health. Yeah. Also, when you're taking counters as well, like if you got the choice between, let's say, a miner and a lumberjack, trust me guys, as big as a fan of a miner play style that I am, do not take the miner, take the lumberjack. If you can predict miner placements, you're gonna sit golden, and you can just block it, like block every miner placement. That'd be great, and you could just have a wicked counter push going with the lumberjack. Lumberjack is underrated, but trust me, it packs a punch. Several of them per second, actually. But yeah, let's move on to the next tip. What should I say, really? What should I say? Okay, for this double elixir challenge, well, yeah, since it's double elixir really, some other special tips might apply. Taking the expensive spells, like I said, would help a lot. Lightning and rocket, preferably rocket. The rocket will help a lot once you just aim right. And heavier troops. Now this one is important, guys. Heavier troops that you don't normally use, like Golem, Giant Skeleton, P.E.K.K.A, Royal Giant maybe, if you get that. I really advise against the Royal Giant, not because of the card itself, but trust me, it's kind of squishy really when you think about it, and the cards just keep coming by fast. I think you'd rather a regular giant maybe, just to get a stronger push going, and you can actually use the giant on defense if you have to. Royal Giant would just die much faster in comparison. One final tip to just close that section of tips off really, don't forget to take cycle cards. As much as I just said, expensive cards can work out really well if you use them right. Make sure to take 1 or 2 cards to keep your deck flowing. a little bit faster than your opponent if possible. It doesn't even have to be one Elixir cards like the skeletons and stuff. Simple stuff like arrows, maybe a fireball, archers. Archers are great, trust me. Archers in the back split, they can do lots of chip damage and they're great overall. Goblin gang, goblins, spare goblins, whatever it is, take something cheap. Even minions can work. I fail at this ice wizard placement here, but it's not the worst of my troubles here. Anyway, so don't forget to take some cycle cards. If you get the chance to take ice spirit or skeletons, both are really epic. Trust me, one elixir for those cards, it helps a lot. But personally, if I had to choose between both of them, I will take the ice spirit despite the skeletons having better distraction capabilities. Look what I'm talking about, guys. Look what I was talking about. I'm just rocketing down that wizard there. No questions asked. I gotta rocket every time I see it. But yeah, take the ice spirit because you can throw an ice spirit and it will make it to the tower, unlike the skeletons, which will just get one-shotted by the tower really quickly. It will help on defense by freezing everything that is caught in its radius, and you can pair it with a lot of cards for great synergy. Really, it helps a lot. Also, you can, as I said just now, you can sneak ice spirit onto the enemy tower. This is a strategy that not everyone really realizes. Only some top pro players and a few intermediate players here and there might really realize it. I'm probably using the word intermediate wrong. I don't even know what it means. What am I doing, guys? Someone just look that up in the Urban Dictionary for me. I'm horrible at English. Just kidding. I'm actually really great at it. But yeah, I just don't know what intermediate really means. So if you know what it means, feel free to correct me down in the comments below if I used it wrong. But yeah, take the ice spirit and just drop it at the bridge if you really don't need it for defense, and you can actually start chipping away your opponent's tower. Really sneaky there like that. Baby dragon also works good. And what else can I really say, guys? What else do you want to know? What else is there to know? Play conservatively if possible. It might be double elixir and you might be able to just get a lot of troops down really fast, but don't spend all of your elixir, or don't put all your eggs in one basket. A simple rocket, lightning, fireball, tornado executioner, yeah, that's the bane of everyone's existence right now if you have decks that's really swarmy. But yeah, don't place all your cards together, try and space them out if possible. And this guy's just gonna go down to the rocket. He knows it's good game. I try not to be too BM really. I like being nice. Nice is good. You get to focus more. So sorry about that, cool dude. My god, I'm so scatterbrained this episode. I'm sorry, guys. I just have my exams going around and I'm trying to just make this video as enjoyable as possible for you. So please excuse my just lack of preparation in this video, really. But yeah, Bolo is great. Bolo is another great card, guys. Bolo, Valkyrie. I think I take the wizard just to be sure on defense. All good cards. All in all, just follow those tips that I gave you, really, and I'm sure you can manage to walk away with some wins. Oh, before I forget to mention, another great thing to do is walk with, let's say, a proper win condition. You have to have at least one card, if not two, that can get you some tower damage really early in game or overall, like an X-Bow, a Hog Rider, whether it's the Royal Giant, the Giant, Battle Ram, whatever it is, guys. Find one thing that could just be really easy to get to the tower in comparison to the rest of your cards, and build some pushes around it. Improvise if you must. It will help you, because if you just take defensive cards alone, like I had in my first match, without an actual push, because the guy gave me only defensive cards, really nothing to push with, you'll have to find really alternate strategies. Now he's laughing at me and stuff, I don't really care. He's just being really BM. I don't know, he's just trying to distract me with all his emotes. Now look at this sad bowler. This is the saddest bowler you'll ever see, guys. Just comment down below. Rip bowler, rip in pieces. He was a good bowler. He drank too much. He had a little bit of a drinking problem, really, because he just looked at the witch and the fire spirits and like, what's up? Yeah. If you see building furnace placed like this here, what you should do is place the Hog Rider off to the left of the arena there, because that's how it was placed, so we'll have to work with that. And you can get it to bypass the building. It doesn't work if you place the Hog Rider on the bridge. Place it on the end tile of the arena. It'll work out then. Now, I really hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Again, I apologize for any lag in this video and how scatterbrained I was today. I really wanted to push this video out for you guys, just to make everything a little bit easier when you're entering the challenge. Now, it goes without saying, when you walk into a match, especially like these draft challenges, which can get really frustrating at times, I really advise you all to stay calm. Do not rage quit, do not throw your phone down the stairs, do not throw your phone on the ground or whatever. Just stay calm, guys, and you can get past it. Don't let the opponent frustrate you. That's just what they want. They'll just try to keep distracting you. I'm not sure really why I sent the Hog Rider down the side. I think it's because I had the bowler. The better move really there was just to send it on the left so he can't deal with both of them at once. But yeah, it was in the heat of the moment there, and I was actually panicking a little bit. His sharpshooting with the rocket though, I don't think he really clipped the tower, but he still clipped the wizard at least. So that's what was important, and he predicts my Inferno Tower with just a second too late. I fireball those minions to get them out of there, and he's mad for some reason. I have no idea why he's mad, but he's just frustrated, teasing me, and just trying to break my focus. If you want to try to be BM and just tilt people, go for it, guys. Go for it. But trust me, you're not gonna be the mature person there. You might walk away with the win at times, but trust me, being mature is the right thing to do. So now I remember to sneak the Hog Rider on the left and get some good damage done. He couldn't defend because he's just pushing there really. And look at this. He's just gonna rocket again and quick cycle to that princess really. Well, not really quick cycle, but look at this. I'm in some trouble here. But I was just so focused on taking that tower out, I neglected to defend because, well, you can just rocket that down. And look at this. Look at this closely, guys. I fireball the princess just before she gets the shot, and he laughs at me and cries, and he just throws the rage face there. That was just priceless, guys. I even threw a laugh at him just for good measure there because it was really close. That was a really intense situation. If that princess had gotten a shot off, we'd be so screwed on so many levels. Let's just take a look at that one more time just to see how it went. So fireball is incoming now. The princess is just about to get a shot off. That was just really scary there, and I get to sneak the hog right in to the tower there, and he laughs thinking that he won the game, but then he cries because he realized he just screwed up. He screwed up really big time. So let's just collect these rewards here for the challenge. At 10 wins it was 32k. That was really nice, honestly. I was really happy about that. 11th win, we get a little more coins and some cards. Let's see what we get for the 12th win. I actually got a friendly battle request in this. I'm sorry for not accepting, dude. I was busy, as you can see. But yeah, 64k. That is so welcomed in my book. I'm just actually gonna use the reward money there just to upgrade most of my cards in my collection because I haven't. I'm gonna upgrade them to tournament standard. So yeah, let's see what we get. We got hogs, fireball, minion horde, heal spell. Okay. 107 barbarians. Some of these also frosty ice spirits, cannons, bomb tower. Let's see what the epic is, and it's tornado. Not my epic of choice, but I gotta work with it. So hope you all enjoyed this video here today. I'll try to do a part 2, and if the tips help you out in any way, I know they aren't the best of tips, but if they do help you out in any way, feel free to let me know down in the comments which one that you thought was the most helpful, and if possible, share these tips with a friend. I'm curious to see what they will think of them. And remember guys, if you keep digging, you'll eventually strike gold, and even then, keep on digging deeper. You'll eventually find something that's even more worthwhile. So, that's it for today's episode folks. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next one.